Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another update of the dividend investing portfolio. So this one, I'm actually not adding money today to the account. You can see I just have $40 in cash. But what I want to do today is I want to sell Shaw. So when we're looking here in the Sparkline, Shaw Communications, everyone knows that the price has just shot up like crazy. Yeah, I know that they have a really solid dividend, a monthly dividend going forward, but I've decided that, I'm not planning to keep them long term because there's a good chance that they're going to get bought out anyways. And in the event that the deal doesn't go through, which it's possible, who knows, I don't want to miss this opportunity of being up 50%, 45%. I was actually at 50 when we were up at the top here. But I think I'm happy with taking 45% on my position. Like I bought in, I think I've put in around 500 or something like that, and now I'm up at 774. So yeah, I'm up $242. I wasn't expecting that when I bought Shaw. I bought Shaw for the very long-term role of basically just taking that monthly dividend and continuously reinvesting it. And I actually started, I can't remember, somewhere around here. And throughout the year, it was dropping and I was just averaging down and I was okay with that. And I just thought, this is great. I keep buying this dividend at a cheaper and cheaper price and I'm going to hold it for like a couple of years or something, or many years. I was never expecting this. And so now that it's up so high, I'm just going to take that and run. I'm not going to wait for this to do anything else. I'm going to invest this back into other stocks that have a pretty good outlook, and then just carry on and just say thanks, Shaw, and get some of the money back that I've been spending on my own bills to this company. Yeah, so I'm going to take it and run while I can. But there's also a couple other stocks that I'm looking to sell today as well. I'm kind of going with this same idea of buying, or of basically just selling while I'm high, because I've missed this opportunity a couple times, and today I don't feel like missing it again. So if we just sort this to basically the biggest gains, then we can turn off the filter. We're also looking up here, we have some, the biggest one is TFI International, so let's take a look at this one first. We come into the Sparkline, and then we'll look for TFI International. It'll be right at the top. This is the 1 year. This is actually looking really healthy. There was a nice jump here. When we look at the 5 year, just give that a second. Yeah, like these guys have just been climbing like crazy. Super solid. Everything looks good with this company. But again, it's really high at the moment. And I don't actually plan on putting any more money into this position because I'm already up 50%. I feel like for me personally, it's a bad time to add more because it's already so high. And when I look at this, I only have one share. So really, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm up 50%, and this is a stock that I bought as like a dividend growth stock, and its dividend yield is 1.1%, but I'm up 50%. So really, I've already made 45 years worth of dividends off of this holding. And honestly, when I put in the money, whatever it was, like $62 when I bought it, I just thought, okay, cool, we'll see where this goes. But at this point, I'm up 50%, and I think honestly, this is a great time to cash that out. If it drops again, then I might buy and do it again. But because I'm not planning on adding any more, there's no point in it sitting in my account, adding 1% per year. Yes, of course, it is looking pretty good here as it's increasing, but it's already at 50%. So I'm going to move this around a little bit, take the money out, and put it into something else. I'm also planning to do this with another company. It is CCL Industries. Again, this is a company with a very small yield. It's 1.2%, and I'm up 34%. I also only have one share in this company, but I basically, again, when I bought in at $51, again, I thought, I don't know much about this company. I'm just going to put it in and see what happens, hopefully get some growth out of it. And basically, I got some growth out of it. I'm up 34%. And at 1.2% yield, that's about 28 years worth of dividends. Again, for me personally, I think this is a great time to take the money and run. When we look here, like this is a wonderful trend that you can see here. When we look at the 5 years, just give that a second. Well, it has good recovery. It's not like an insane run that it's been on. But I think right now this is a great point to sell. Again, I'm not going to be putting in any more money to this because it's up quite high from what I bought. And so I would just be sitting on this, hoping that this run continues forever and just taking my 1% yield. But what I think I'll do is I'm just going to sell it today, take my $70 and reinvest that into some other shares. So let's actually go into Wealthsimple Trade, which is the broker that I use in Canada, or the trading app. If you'd like to try it, there's a link in the description below. You can get $10 deposited to your account if you sign up and trade 100. So that's really cool. You get an immediate 10% increase on your initial investment, and it's just a super easy, no-fee trading app to use in Canada. But anyways, I'm just going to go and sell the shares right now. So let's start with Shaw. And let's take a look in here. So I have 23 shares. So we're going to come in here and sell 23 just at a market buy, or sorry, a market sell. So that's going to be about 773. So that's cool. Let's just go with that and get rid of it. We're going to take that sale. Okay, cool. So we are going to place the order for the sale of all 23, and I'm just going to sell out of my position. Thank you very much, Shaw. Pleasure doing business with you. Same for TFI. Let's type that in correctly. TFI International, we're going to come in here. We're going to take that one share. We're going to go to a sell. And we're going to sell this share at a market buy. Just going to continue. We're going to place the order to sell. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And lastly, we'll also just sell out of CCL. CCL.B on the TSX. Again, we have one share here. We're going to go with the sell. It's about $70 almost. We're going to sell that. We're going to continue. We're going to place the order. Okay, cool. So those three are sold now. So let's just give that a second to reflect in my account. And we'll jump back into Google and just quickly take a look at the portfolio to see what I want to buy today. And so when we're looking here, actually it's filtered with the biggest gains at the top, but that's cool. We have a few in the red today, and I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to buy everything while it's down. So I will be buying one Waste Connections. These ones are experiencing pretty slow growth, but it's I don't usually like buying it because the share price is so much, but I'm just going to take one today because it is technically in the red. Algonquin Power, again, it's damaged from just this last week or so, but I'm going to take that while it's down. And not crazy about these two, but they're down quite far. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll put about $100 in each of these, and I might just keep it in there and see how it goes. If it rebounds and crosses back into the green, then I might sell out that 100 as well and just take this kind of 4% or 5%. But yeah, they're also some of my smaller positions anyways. So I think it's okay just to drop a little bit of money in there, especially when they're quite discounted. And then I want to see what to do with those. They kind of bounce up and down all the time, so I might do a little miniature swing trade on them. We'll see. And then also I think I'm going to start up 2 new positions as well. But let's jump into Wealthsimple Trade again and pick up, let's just run through these really quick. So first of all, it was Waste Connections. So this one is about 130 approximately. I want to take one at a market buy. And then also Algonquin Power, so we can drop in here, it's AQN. With these guys, I wanted to take about $100 as well, so that's going to be 5 shares today. So we'll go with that, just with the market buy as well. Right on. And then for Intergex, that's INE. These guys also looking for about 100, so we'll take 5 shares. It's going to be $107 at a market buy. And then for Boralex as well, that's BLX. And with these guys, they're a little bit more expensive, so I'm just going to take 3 because I also wanted to drop in about 100, but it's going to put us to 112 on a market buy. All right, I also did want to pick up Thales while I was in here. Selling out of one of my communications companies, I wanted to like not completely leave the communication space, and so I just wanted to add in a little bit to Thales as well. And with these guys, I think what I want to do is just drop in about 100 as well. They were technically in the green for me, so we're actually up 6% in total, but I think that's fine. They're nice. They're in a nice little dip here. We can kind of get a little eye for that, what it looks like. Just right here, it's nice upward growth aside from this little blip. So I think I'll just take 4 of those. Just 4, so that'll be just over $100. And we'll place that with the market buy as well. Now, there's still about $400 left over, and I wanted to start 2 new positions that I didn't currently have. One is POW. This is Power Corporation of Canada. You can see here they have a nice recovery going on, and in the last 5 years, It's a little volatile and a little flat, but that's okay. They have a really strong dividend of 5.35%. And so actually you can see here they're a management and holding company that does a whole bunch of different financial stuff in a lot of different industries, including they invested in Wealthsimple, which is really nice. Big fan right there. So anyways, with these guys, all I want to do is I want to start the position here with $200 approximately. So that's going to be about 6 shares. And I would go with more, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll put in 200. If it starts climbing, then I will kind of just let it chill. And if it drops a little bit, then I'll start averaging into it as it goes down again. In this case, there's actually it looks like there'll be quite a few opportunities to buy these dips, as we're kind of overall a little bit high right now. But yeah, I'm going to take that dividend and probably average in over time. So let's go with a market buy for $200 on 6 shares. And then the last one I also wanted to start a position in was PZA, PZA on the TSX. So of course I'm a big fan of pizza, who isn't? But these guys, they are in this little bit of a rut. In the last 5 years, if you look at their lifetime on Yahoo Finance or something like that, they've kind of came up, and they're down again, and they're just chilling, but they've got a pretty strong dividend here of 6% as well. And you can see here they own a bunch of different pizza restaurants. Pizza 73, Pizza. I've never actually ate at Pizza before, but I heard about these guys and their dividend. So I just want to go in with an initial buy of about $200 as well. And at their price right now of about $10.50, then I want to take 20 shares of these guys. So that's going to put us about $210. And let's see if we can buy that at a market buy. Place the order. Okay, cool. Right on. So let's drop back into Google Sheets right now because we don't have enough really to buy anything else. And then what I want to do is I want to go and log all of these transactions that I just did. So it's quite a few today. But basically what I do is I'm just going to check in Wealthsimple Trade for all of the notifications of the actual price that I bought and sold at today, and make sure that I get it exactly correct, because it differs a little bit when you use a market buy. And if you're using this sheet, when you go to sell a stock, what you need to do is you have to look up the average price at time of sale. So you'll notice while it was fast forwarding that basically I just drop in before I log the sale price. In the portfolio, I just checked what the average price was in each of these cells, and then I recorded it here, and then I just proceeded with everything. And this is going to account for basically, it just gets factored in case I want to rebuy into the position, because right now on the portfolio tab, I've sold out completely out of these positions. So the number that I bought equals exactly the number that I sold, and I currently hold 0. But we do need to add in the new ones that we picked up. So let's actually do that right now. Let's set the filter. I like to record these in chronological order of when I bought them. Just for my own reference, it helps me kind of keep track of things. And actually, you know what? I really don't need these in my portfolio anymore, so I'm just going to take them out. You could leave it if you want, because like it does record the lifetime dividend that I did receive. But to be honest, I'm just going to kind of forget about these for now, and it's not that important. I think honestly the only time that I'm really looking at the lifetime dividend here in this cell is like in the case where I'm down. So like I have an unrealized loss here of 20, but I just remind myself that, hey, look, I did also receive 277 in dividends, so I kind of net those out. But anyways, these can go for now. So I'm going to just delete that and delete this. And then I'm also going to delete that because, yeah, don't need to worry about those anymore. Okay, then I think what I can do is just delete this line or the row. Yeah, that'll work. Delete this row and delete this row. Cool. And then what I might want to do is just kind of renumber this, because the number will have changed for some of these guys. Again, this is just kind of for my reference. So we're down to 30, but I just did pick up number 31 and 32. So we had TSE Pizza and TSE POW. So pizza would be I don't know, consumer discretionary, I think. I'll just double check that one. And Power Corp would be considered to be in financials. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. We're off to a good start. We've already down a little tiny bit in the red today, but again, this doesn't matter at all because in the future, if this drops by like a few percent, then I'll consider buying more into it anyways, and it's just going to do its thing. And both of these will be paying out a pretty nice dividend above 5% each. So yeah, hopefully that was the right decision to do this today. It's just my own personal idea that that was the right move, because when I look at something like, for example, Boralex or Energex, like I did buy more of these today, but basically I was up at this point and I looked at them, both of them, and I thought, man, should I sell it? And then I decided not to, and then it dropped. So what I would have done at that point is I would have sold at the high and then probably rebought when it dropped a little bit. Same with Boralex, which is here, has exactly the same pattern. And so that's kind of my idea behind selling TFI today, and also CCL and Shaw. I just want to hit those highs. Later, if they drop, I'll buy them again. But yeah, hopefully that's helpful for you guys to watch and some of my thought process into it. I'm definitely not a professional. This is my own opinion and my own moves, and if it doesn't work out for me, then that's my own problem. But I'm pretty happy with what I've done today. And actually, by just doing these trades today, because the Shaw dividend, because the stock price went up so high, then the yield was considered to be lower, and I bought some of these high yield stocks today, so actually my annual dividend income has increased based on just shifting the money around today and trading the stocks that I had in my account, and also getting rid of CCL and TFI, which had the very low dividend payment. So yeah, I think that wraps this video up, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you want to get this spreadsheet, there's a link in the description below where you can get it. And also there's a link for Wealthsimple in the description as well, where you can get $10 if you want to try using it. So anyways, guys, have a great day. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked this video and subscribe. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next one.